absence of Ayan Khan and Aryan Sharma, that will open up some opportunities for UAE.
Absolutely. It's not only for UAE. Actually, it's the same goes for Team Nepal as well. You see a few new names there in the first 15 for this game. You can see Sagar Dhakal coming in, Shyam Dhakal coming in. So both the Dhakals, though they are not, like one of them is not playing. So it's Mausam who is getting a game today.
Aggression, big swing and a miss, slightly ungainly as well. Nepal have started nicely, and the captain Mohammad Wasim is going to come down and have a word. I suppose the reason for those opportunities for Nepal, the absence of Sandeep Lamachani, he's just going to sit this triangular series out, which I know many fans will have wanted to see him in the flesh. But given the amount of cricket he's played this year, I think that's pretty understandable, saving himself for the T20 World Cup qualifier. It'll give us a chance to see the young leg spinner Mausam Dhakal, Sham Dhakal as he's known as well, and then Sagar Dhakal, maybe the left arm spinner, and also Lalit Rajbanshi. Even though he's in the extended squad, he won't play all these games here during this triangular series. We might just see him once or twice, again building up to that T20 World Cup qualifier. And I think that's something that certainly Monty Desai is going to want to continue to do, to build that depth for Nepal.
Absolutely, what an opportunity this is for Mausam today. He's in the playing 11. Yeah, it will be interesting to see how this wicket plays out today. After a long time, we have seen a fresh wicket after the monsoon season is over. Yeah, this wicket does have some bounce in it. Be interesting to see what a good target could be for the UAE team.
Beautifully bowled, right on the money. Yeah, Mausam Dhakal, he has played that one List A game. That was at the ACC Men's Emerging Teams Cup in Sri Lanka. That was against the UAE. Did pick up a couple of wickets. And also the youngster who's on strike here, Khalid Shah, the 27-year-old. He's on his T20I debut too, and you can clearly see those nerves early.
Yeah, what fantastic preparation this is going to be. To try out few players, to see the balance of the team. It's a great opportunity for all these three teams actually. Try out their best new players, see how well they go. Big swing again.
Yeah, and Khalid Shah, he has played a little bit of domestic cricket in the UAE, but no more than that. Never stepped up to that international stage before. Wasn't even in those ILT 20 teams either. I think it's just the D20 that he's been playing his cricket in. And the left-hander right now, well, he's swinging like a rusty gate.
And he's missing by a long way actually. It's nowhere near the bat. There will be some movement of the wicket in this first 5 overs for sure. Mulpani ground has always helped the bowlers with the new ball.
Finally makes contact, but he's gone. And what a start for Nepal, the dream start. It's the captain, Rohit Kumar Paudel, who takes the catch. And the fans, well, they're dancing early. Nepal are off to a hot start. It's thanks to the ever-dependable Sampal Khani, who has made it a debut to forget for Khalid Shah. He's gone for a duck.
Yeah, he was looking rusty from the first few balls. Tried to hit it over the top, but as we had thought, there is some extra bounce in this wicket. Maybe hit the bat somewhere at the top. Will be an interesting replay. So Sompal gets his first wicket. So it's the first over done. UAE are 1 for 1.
You're real ho.
यो हो रियल रियल फ्रुटबाट बनेको रियल जुसमा छ रियल न्युट्रिसन, रियल टेस्ट र रियल ह्याप्पिनेस। त्यसैले त रियल जुस रियल हो नि।
बर्जर पेंट्स, हाम्रो घर हाम्रो शान, 100 घर नगदपति बम्परमा लखपति।
माया, विश्वास र थोरै बालापनको साथ। मात्र यति कुरा याद राख कि म्याजिक ल्याउनलाई सबैभन्दा ठुलो कुरा नै एक अर्काको साथ हो। माया, विश्वास, थोरै बालापनको साथले स्वादमा बेग्लै मिठास आउँछ। मात्र यति कुरा याद राख कि म्याजिक ल्याउनलाई सबैभन्दा ठुलो कुरा नै एक अर्काको साथ हो।
प्रो स्टाइल प्राकृतिक तत्त्वहरूको गुणसहित नयाँ आकर्षक ब्यागमा, जसले तपाईँको कपाललाई राख्छ ड्यान्ड्रफ फ्री र चम्किलो अनि राख्छ तपाईँलाई अलवेज स्टाइलिश एन्ड कन्फिडेन्ट।
New man to the crease, it's Alishan Sharafu, full of talent, full of potential, the former UAE under-19 captain, and with the recent retirement of Chirag Suri, you'd expect Sharafu will now get an extended run in the side.
Yeah, seems so. Even Rohan not being there in this squad, he's I think his game suits the T20 format more, Alishan Sharafu. Seen him playing some leagues in USA and also the franchisee leagues that happen in Dubai, UAE. He would look to make a mark. This tournament.
He's bowling to Mohammad Waseem though, who I think is going to get the first runs off the bat, or off the glove if you will. We'll go to his total. So he's off the mark from his second delivery. Yeah, Rohan Mustafa, he's something of a Jekyll and Hyde character, particularly with the Nepali fans. He's found himself left out of this team. Is that the end for Mustafa? You can never really write him off.
Yeah, I mean, he's a complete player, I feel, with the ball, bat and in the field, and the energy he brings in the field. Yeah, definitely. Maybe the UAE team trying for some youngsters, trying to build a young team. Yeah, maybe we could see him back in the UAE team in the coming up tournament.
Nicely driven. Picked the gap beautifully between point and cover point, and that's going to run away for the first boundary. A very stylish stroke. He's a class operator, the 20-year-old Sharafu. His 10th T20I today. Best before today, just 12. But he looks in good touch to start off with.
That was a good-looking shot between the point and cover region. Looking for some swing there, Casey, but probably Alishan getting the better of it.
Yeah, just the opening of the blade, wasn't it, between those two fielders. Backward point and cover points. This time he watches it through. Lots of names you might not know as much about in this UAE side, the likes of Jashki Anani, Nitash Keswani, Raja Akifullah as well, but there's plenty of quality still. Young Sanchi Charm is a fine cricketer. Ali Nazir has got off to a sparkling start in international cricket with bat and ball. And even though Junaid Sadiq is not in the starting 11 today, Zahoor Khan has his place. I really like young Mohammad Jawadullah, the left-arm seamer. They're promoting youth, they're doing all the right things, Emirati cricket, and they're bringing through some of their best young players.
Yeah, it was very impressive, Nasir, when I saw him playing against Sri Lanka. A quick double taken there by UAE. Both batsmen are safe. Yeah, Nasir, he played really well against Sri Lanka when I saw him in one of the warm-up games in the World Cup, but after that he couldn't be that consistent for the UAE side.
Again, just 19 years of age though. When you think about just how young this Nepali team is and how they've brought through their own generation of youngsters led by the likes of Kushal Malla. The captain himself, Rohit Kumar Paudel, still very, very young. Gulshan Kumar Jazz been sensational. Probably the player of the tournament really for Nepal down in Zimbabwe. That'll get us to the end of that second over. And the UAE find their first boundary. It's 8 for 1.
वर्कआउट सँगै चाहिन्छ डाबर हनी, जसले पुरा गर्छ हाम्रो फिटनेस रुटिन।
डाबर हनीमा छ एन्टिअक्सिडेन्ट र मिनरल, जसले तपाईको फिटनेस रुटिन कम्प्लिट गर्नको साथै तपाईलाई राख्छ सधैँ फिट र यङ।
डाबर हनी, स्टे फिट, फील यङ।
नेपाल टेलिकमको 4G नै पर्फेक्ट छ। स्पिड, टेक्नोलोजी, कभरेज, रिलायबिलिटी, अफोर्डेबिलिटी र साथै क्वालिटी र सर्भिसमा पनि।
नेपाल टेलिकम, राष्ट्रको सञ्चार।
हाम्रो मनमा वाइ वाइ, हाम्रो मनमा वाइ वाइ, तिम्रो मेरो हाम्रो सबको मनमा छ वाइ।
मेचीदेखि महाकालीसम्म वाइ वाइ छ हामी सबैको मनमा।
That makes it so great, Sharad. Seen particularly this year, titanic tussles between the two.
Yeah, it's actually not only this year. It goes back from the late 90s, I would say, like from 1998 to 2000. That's when it all started. When the likes of Khurram Khan was their captain, and we had our legendary Raju Khadka. Those guys were really legends of this game from UAE and Team Nepal, and I still remember the games in the ACC trophy that happened in Nepal in 1998 in Nepal, and those which were held in UAE and Malaysia as well. And always UAE used to get the better of us in the semi-finals. But now I think the things are changing slightly more in our favor.
And it's a rivalry that doesn't just extend to men's cricket. We've seen the under-19 rivalry across what was really heartbreak for Nepal over a couple of prior qualifiers, but that turned around this year. Again, the youngsters of Nepal, they're off to an under-19 World Cup in January.
Yeah, and what a way to qualify if you have seen that highlights. I mean, it was a miracle, no less than a miracle, I would say, that Dipesh Kandel over 3 wickets what Nepal needed, and he got it for them. Straight away, bang, we went to the World Cup.
Pace being found by Sampal Kami here, looks in a really good rhythm. What about the dimensions of this ground? It's my first time here. It's dubbed affectionately by the locals as the MCG. Not quite the same capacity as the famous Melbourne cricket ground down in Australia, but really good crowding. And the boundaries, particularly square of the wicket, they look a little bit bigger than we see at the TU.
Yes, it's kind of bigger in the squarish region, but the straight hit over our side, the mid-wicket region, there's where the wind flows on those areas. No, this way, I mean towards the pavilion end. So yeah, you could see a lot of sixes being hit in this area.
That's an area, particularly over the offside, where Mohammad Waseem can extend, and that field is interesting because they've got a deep point out. So very welcome along to today's coverage. Andrew Leonard here alongside Sharad Visakar. Great to be with you. It's the Dabur Honey Nepal T20I series. We've got 7 games. Each of the sides in the group stages will meet twice before it builds up to the grand final. That's going to be some occasion at the TU.
Absolutely. You can already see some pace and bounce there by Sompal and Karan Casey. And by that kind of play from this pitch, you would expect more runs will be scored in the square region. Nicely collected there in the mid-wicket for 2 runs.
There's obviously a lot of talk about the absence of Sandeep Lamachana. He's fastest ever to 100 ODI wickets. Seems to just regularly take wickets in whatever format he is that he plays. But in some ways, is that a good thing for this Nepal side as they build up to the Cricket World Cup qualifier that will come up, that will follow this, the T20 World Cup qualifier that is for the Asia region? It'll give somebody else an opportunity, and hopefully we'll see Sandeep back for that tournament.
Exactly. It's an opportunity where you know how the youngster will go. The youngsters will come up, especially the likes of Sagar Dhakal, Mausam Dhakal. So it's the 4th over done, 3rd over done, 12 for 1.
Bottle रसायो देखेर मेरो होठ नयाँ ट्रेन्डी बोतलमा brought tasty फलफुलको मजा tasty now you feel the fun like you never felt before
म्याङ्गो अनार र मिक्स्ड फ्रुटको साथै अब 2 नयाँ स्वादमा लिची र गुआवा पनि तपाईको फेभरेट रियल अब नयाँ ट्रेन्डी पेट बोतलमा
नेपाल टेलिकमको 4G नै पर्फेक्ट छ। स्पिड, टेक्नोलोजी, कभरेज, रिलायबिलिटी, अफोर्डेबिलिटी र साथै क्वालिटी र सर्भिसमा पनि।
नेपाल टेलिकम, राष्ट्रको सञ्चार। घाम पानीको लुकामारी, खुसीका हरेक क्षणको तयारी, PU र सिलिकन प्रविधियुक्त बर्जर वेदरकोट लङ लाइफ। घाम पानी छेक्छ, 10 वर्ष टिक्छ।
Karen Casey joins Sampal Kami in the wickets column. A good catch held going across to his right by Asif Sheikh. Sharafu's gone for 6 in Nepal. Well, what a start. They are right on top.
As expected, Casey hitting that back of the length, trying to slash it, but getting the outside edge only and comfortably taken by Asif. So it's Alashin Sharafu, he goes for 6.
घाम पानीको लुकामारी, खुसीका हरेक क्षणको तयारी, PU र सिलिकन प्रविधियुक्त बर्जर वेदरकोट लङ लाइफ। घाम पानी छेक्छ, 10 वर्ष टिक्छ।
बर्जर सिल्क, ब्रिथ इजी। यो ग्ल्यामरस छ र घरको भित्तालाई पनि प्रोटेक्ट गर्छ ब्याक्टेरिया, भाइरस र पोल्युसनबाट।
जिन्दगी सरर पल्सर बाइकमा, जिन्दगी सरर पल्सर बाइकमा, देख्नेले देखि जान्छ, बुझ्नेले बुझि जान्छ, भेट्नेले भेटी जान्छ।
घर बनाउन गाह्रो छ म्याडम।
बेस स्ट्रङ भयो भने भइहाल्छ नि।
बेस मात्र स्ट्रङ होइन, फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी पनि चाहिन्छ।
गो प्रिमियर स्टिल।
अफ कोर्स।
मात्र प्रिमियर नेक्स्ट 500D ले दिन्छ तपाईको निर्माणलाई पूर्ण सुरक्षा, भरोसा।
He will get off the mark immediately. We saw Asif Khan's century, I think it was the 4th fastest in ODI cricket at the TU International Cricket Ground. He's a very, very dangerous player. Both batters at the wicket are right now.
Yeah, both these batters have to play well and score some runs for UAE, but it's not going to be easy as a TU wicket. Because there you can see some good bit of movement there from Casey. This earlier ball, you could see after hitting the deck, the ball was moving away. So definitely there is some movement. This is going to be a real test for both these experienced batters, Asif and Wasim. It will be interesting to see because they are naturally very aggressive players. This first 5 overs, there will be some movement.
And inside edge. This time it was what looked like a shaping ball away from the right-hander. And then it's, if anything, ducked back in off the pitch. Definite assistance for the two new ball bowlers, and they're exploiting it expertly.
I feel this wicket will suit more for Karan Casey than Sompal. He's more of a swing bowler, but Casey is a bowler who hits the deck hard, and you can see there's a lot of carry in this wicket. A little bit of tennis ball bounce as well. So you could see a lot of edges, inside edges, outside edges, flying through.
You can see Mohammad Wasim wants to get going. His trademark stroke over that sort of long on Cape corner region. But he has no fluency, no rhythm, no timing. Get one more look at the wicket here, Sharad. You've obviously played cricket here, you know this ground. There is movement on offer.
Most certainly. The first 5-6 overs, even if it's a day game, and it's a fresh wicket, mind you, after the monsoon season. So definitely there will be some movement of this wicket. And Karan Casey is rightly exploiting that at the moment.
Nicely played in front of square. It'll just be a single. How was the monsoon this year? Was it extra wet as always?
My God, don't ask. I mean, this ground was totally flooded. Even you can't walk out there. So, I mean, it's good to be back. Here at the grounds looking a fresh green outfield. And it looks brilliant. I mean, it's looking great. Look at the crowd coming in. They're still hovering in from that uphill. See people outside as well.
Tell you what else, it's not just great to be back for cricket. For me, it's great to be back to Kathmandu, looking more beautiful than ever as Karen Casey's slower ball gets through. End of the fourth. It's 15 for 2.
ग्लोब सुपर हिरोको साथ चम्किलो दाँत अनि ताजा सास।
डाबर हर्बल क्लोभ टुथपेस्ट जसमा छ ल्वाङको सुपर पावर। यसले दाँतलाई किरा लाग्नबाट बचाउँछ, दाँतलाई राख्छ स्वस्थ, सफा, चम्किलो अनि दिन्छ ताजा सास। दाँतको सुपर हिरो।
नेपाल टेलिकमको 4G नै पर्फेक्ट छ। स्पिड, टेक्नोलोजी, कभरेज, रिलायबिलिटी, अफोर्डेबिलिटी र साथै क्वालिटी र सर्भिसमा पनि।
नेपाल टेलिकम, राष्ट्रको सञ्चार।
Sampal Kami to continue. Reasonably rare in the modern T20I game. You'll see the same bowler bowl 3 straight through from the one end in the power play, but Rohit Paudel feels his quick is going well. So Kami's going to continue, and too much movement this time. Acrobatic attempt from Asif Sheikh to cut it off, and Avanesh Bahara has to do the fielding. Short fine leg, 2 runs to the total. Great to see Bahara back into the team. We saw him come in for the Asian Games. He's going to bowl those critical death overs you'd expect.
Great bowling. Very well in the Asian Games. 6-4.
Yeah, that's much more like it for Mohammad Wasim. Gets those long levers out, and a first ball, I suspect the first of many, hit into that grandstand out to the massive crowd that continues to pile in, and this was piled into the leg side. Vintage Mohammad Wasim. What a shot.
Timed it. It went a long way, in fact, outside the ground. The seating area.
Yeah, lovely to see such colour on offer up in the crowd. Kami maybe just getting a little too short. I think it was put down, dropped by that gentleman. Oh no, sir, that was your chance. And there he goes again. Mohammad Wasim is not just a brilliant player at the associate level, he's one of the best batters in T20 international cricket, full stop. And when he gets going, he can change a game in a heartbeat. A counter punch from the UAE, bang bang, 6-4.
Yeah, and what a nice shot that was played straight. Probably expecting that ball to be pitched up after the short ball being pulled away. The previous ball, yeah, he's looking good. If he gets going, yeah, you will be setting a very good target.
And for the first time, pressure on Kami. Going to bring about a change in the field. The man who was out at a deep backward point, that's Kushal Malla, is going to come up into the circle, and Kushal Bertel, his namesake, will head back at long on just to give some protection down that favoured hitting arc. No contact made this time. Flirts with the wide line, but gets away with it. Durga Subedi happy enough with that. Still 12 runs from the first 3 balls of this over. Surprised to see Kami continue?
Not really. I thought it was a good option bowling him for the 3rd over with the movement on offer. Look at that. Just missed it. Went through his hands. Probably needs to bring some glue out.